What's up, everybody? Welcome back to No Counters, No Combos. I'm here today with Arturo Rodriguez. He's one of my teammates from Team CGU. He just top 8'd at the ARG Hartford event. So we're going to get right into the deck and show you guys what he piloted to get him to the success that he had. So go ahead, man. Take it away.
All right, guys. I just want to shout out everybody at Team CGU. Thanks for helping me play test. Thanks for everybody just helping me make the deck the way it is. So getting into it, the leader is SS3 Goku. Main reason is because you get to untap once you're awakened, and you get to awaken a lot faster. You basically start off at 6, and you get 1 up on your opponent for energy. As for the 1-drops, we're running 2 King Vegeta surprise attacks. This is mainly in there for 2 reasons. For the 8 matchup, a lot of players don't expect it in the main board, and you can also combo it with Jiren for more offensive plays, but more on that later. The other cards are Saiyan Kaba. Although this deck is green-red and you do run Khalifa, Kaba's in there just as an extra condition for Awakening. You will want to run around 6 to 7 because a lot of people were starving me, and I was really glad I had this. After that, we're running 2 Son Goten, Family of Justice, again for the veggie package, but also because of the card that's coming after it. We run 3 Mighty Mask, the Mysterious Warrior. So this guy here is kinda low-key, really the MVP of the deck. He fixes your energy, he gets you important stuff like the Son Goten, and the Trunks also comes in kinda handy for when you need to clear a board, and you can play him on turn 1. So if you don't open Kaba, you can open Mighty Mask, and it's almost just as good. Mandatory 4 super combo.
Of course.
Boost attack Piccolo, just because it's way more consistent than Kambito Kai, and most of the time I don't really care about bouncing a card back to my opponent's hand.
Now, did you ever accidentally charge it off of the 2 from the Goku leader?
So if you see my last match on stream, it did come back to bite me. It is an issue with running the deck. If you are playing 2 colors that aren't your base, it's kind of going to happen every now and then, so you want to keep yourself down to a minimum. So this is kind of the only other card besides 1 black card that I'm running that's off color. After that, we have the veggie package. Kind of self-explanatory. Cards are really good. Helps you self-awaken. You don't really use the Kaba all that much as you do in traditional veggies, where you just use it to reduce the cost of your cards and kind of spam the board. You kind of only really use it to find your other stuff. I actually just ended up attacking with him a lot of the time because I didn't care if he lived or died, and he was good bait for the surprise attack. 1 Leap to a Future Son Goten. Just a red energy I wanted to play. I didn't feel comfortable playing too many Ally of Justice in the main deck because he is 1 combo. You do need 1 energy to combo with him. And I did want to be able to fix my mana if I did open up 2 green, and I needed more red.
It's basically off of Mighty Mask target.
Yeah. And after that, we have Ability Unleashed Gohan. I mainly play him as a way to gain advantage after you get Xeno'd. He is another way to get Double Strike, and it was very useful from pushing opponents from 5 to 3. They don't really expect you to go into the Double Strike when you attack with them. They most of the time just expect you to get a card off of it. And so you can just kind of put him in a comfortable situation. And overall, he's kind of useful for another card we have in the side deck. After that, we have 4 Unified Spirit Trunks.
The Spice.
The Spice. The main reason I play 4 of them over more Gotens is because he's green. And the second reason is he's not bad when you can bounce him back and get multiple attacks with him. And the other reason is because you can kind of wipe a veggie board with him by himself.
Right, because he reveals 1 and then blows 1 up, right? You reveal a Goten or something?
So a regular thing that kind of happened was just me attacking with this, because I would just play him, not attack with it. They would play their Kaba and their Khalifa.
Right.
I would then just attack with it, reveal, kill their Kaba, then bounce it back, play, attack, reveal, the other thing, and if they had managed to get more on board, you can just kill this,
right,
and just do a full board clear with very little effort.
Yeah, that's definitely you don't really see those cards being utilized a lot, which they're good. So I'm glad somebody's using them.
And more super combos.
Yes, of course.
More super combos. Main reason I went into red was so I didn't have to feel bad about getting these in my energy, and it kind of just kept on going from there.
Who doesn't like drawing cards?
Everybody loves drawing cards.
All right.
Jiren.
Yeah.
This was definitely for Apes. In the other matchups, he's kind of subpar. I actually kind of regretted not having something in the sideboard to replace him with, because overall he's just kind of a 20k vanilla with double strike if your opponent isn't playing cards, and a lot of the times they didn't want to be playing cards.
Did you feel like 4 copies of Jiren could get kind of cloggy?
Yes, I do feel like 4 copies can get kind of cloggy, but the games where you want to see Jiren, you kind of really want to see it, and I didn't want to be having to scoop game 1 to Apes.
So it's one of those, you just have to live with it if you have it.
Yeah. And again, thanks to SS3 Goku, worst case scenario, you have 3 untapped mana, he's still 10k shield.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Another reason to run red. Topo. Bearded Justice.
Topo.
This card is the only negate I run, and it's the only negate I need. It puts in so much work. Being able to put your opponent behind 1 attack and then having a threat on the board came in very useful. Plus, I usually was able to follow it up with a Kale, and that helped when they kept my board off of things.
Yeah, and then its ability to restand is nothing to take lightly, because Topo can clear a board by himself, and if your opponent has no answer to it, that they're already, negging off of it.
Oh yeah, one thing that you can definitely do if you know you're going to kill your Topo, always attack into their sides. If they really want to protect it, they will. But if they don't, you get a free kill, and you can just keep going until you feel like you can kill your Topo.
Definitely.
After that, Kale, you're running the veggie package. Kale's a good card. It draws you cards. It has critical. It kills stuff. This card is just, in my opinion, the best green card right now.
Yeah, I agree with you. Kale is too good.
And then the tech.
The spice. I see it already.
So this is our 3 tech cards. Again, I'm only playing 1 black card because of the risk of getting them in the energy. Fu overall felt like the most consistent in that double strike and drawing 2 cards overall would be good in any matchup.
Right.
But I did tend to side it out for other things. This guy here is low-key, again, another card for the 8 matchups. I just like having stuff that isn't dead against them because I have a few dead cards that I don't like having against them.
And then with its restand ability, you can dodge explosive Goku, so...
You dodge explosive Goku and Kale,
right.
And most of the time, 30k both swings is enough to make your opponent lose most of their board.
Absolutely.
And this guy is just here as a target for the red Gotens, and every now and then you can just kind of get an extra double strike and play another card.
I mean,
He's
yeah, with
the most iffy card in the deck. I
and
wasn't too happy with it.
The reason I like the Gotenks though is because with your leader, you're playing it for 1 energy because you're untapping 3 at the end of the turn, and then when he comes in, he untaps 2. So, or he untaps 1 rather, whatever the case may be. 25k double strike is still really good in this game. I don't know why people have gone away from playing Gotenk. I guess it's a little slow, but this guy used to be a killer in the previous format. So
I mean, when he sticks, he's amazing, and when you can follow him up with multiple threats, he's definitely a card that you can run the game away with. But it's kind of that thing. You have to be able to follow it up with things, and if you get Zenoed or if your opponent's kind of playing a very grindy game, you're kind of always going to be between that 4 to 6 cards. And so it's kind of hard to always be able to drop stuff consistently.
Sounds good. So does that finish the main? Let's take a look at the side.
All right. For the side, 1 more surprise attack. We're coming against Apes. Although this card is kind of easy to play around, there's a neat little combo since it doesn't say for the duration of battle. You can always play it on your Jiren offensively, make him a 40k attacker, and then on the second attack he's a 30k, so you don't have to invest just 1 card. And you get over 20k of attack power.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I didn't know that.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't. They had to read the card multiple times. Another Mighty Mask. I would side this in against Cell and Xeno decks when I wanted more consistent card draw. Sun Goten would come in as well. It was another way. It was against Veggies, and another Mighty Mask target. Trunks didn't really come in. I kind of forgot that I had 4 in the main deck, and I accidentally put a 5th one in the side deck. You can replace this friend.
Okay.
one Raging Spirit Gohan. I added this in when I would add in my other side deck cards against Xeno. So when I said that the 3-drop the 3-drop Gohan was in the deck for another reason,
Sure.
it's for these guys.
Sure, absolutely.
I can only play him if I have an Adolescent Sun Gohan. So when I side out my black, I go into these, and this guy, when he attacks, if I'm at 4 or less cards, he gains 10,000 and he draws me 2. So against Xeno decks and Cell decks, he's kind of my ace in the hole.
Right, it's great recovery.
Yeah. If you can keep this on the board too, it just runs away with the game.
Absolutely, great card.
This here was against Cell, just in case you couldn't follow up with how you could kill it.
Sure.
This is just a consistent way to kill something.
It's a one answer to Cell.
Yeah.
It's still a great card. I mean,
it is. Still, honestly, I expected to see a lot more in the top tables, but I somehow managed to avoid playing against any.
Yep.
Massing the Mysterious Warrior, self-explanatory. Another card against Veggies.
Sure.
Kind of the main thing that I was seeing all weekend and that I expected all weekend and wasn't disappointed. It came in a few times. Go Tanks. I thought it would be a good tempo inclusion. Never really sided it in. Sacked up Go Tanks.
Yes.
I love this card.
Yes, that card
much.
That card is awesome. That card
6
is
drop,
awesome.
draws you 2 and kills the card. Doesn't sound like much, but if you see the games I've had,
yes,
they just go long. Resources get drained, and then out of nowhere, you just drop a 6 drop. It gets you 2 cards. It's a 25k. It's a double strike. It's just a threat. It's a recovery card, and it's removal all in one thing. I actually think I would take out the 5-drop Go Tanks and add this into the main, honestly.
Yeah, it's a great card. Super underplayed, and it's so versatile because it has the destruction effect, the draw effect. It's a 0-cost 5k combo, and you untap 3 at the end of the turn, so you don't stay tapped out. There's really no downside in playing that card.
Yeah, and if you ever need to cheat it in early, you always have the Union Fusion ability, which
Absolutely.
Can come up every now and then.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that's kind of the last thing. And my last side deck card was Fu, Shrouded in Mystery. This was for the mirror match against SS3 decks. They don't play Cold Bloodlust, so I feel safe playing this against them. And on average, once you take super combos from SS3, they become the worst deck in the game because they can't really do much to recover. And this is usually enough to close it out.
That's awesome, man. So besides the great success that you had, how do you feel like your matchups went, and how do you feel like you built the deck to answer the meta?
To answer the meta, I don't think so. I feel like the deck I had set it up to have at least a 50-50 against everything and a slight edge against Veggies.
Okay.
Just because I run so much removal and I don't have to kind of worry about that. And the other matchups kind of depend on how you play it out.
And how do you feel like your deck performed against apes? Did you see any apes at all?
Oh, yeah. I played 2 apes against one of the kitchen table meta players, Jacob.
Jordan Markle?
Jordan Markle.
Yeah.
So game 1, he got it. It was a very, very long game. Very intense. I thought I was going to be able to pull through it, and he just managed to get all the apes on board and murder me. And we started game 2. Game 2, they called time, and as they were calling time, I managed to close out game 2, and we couldn't start game 3, so it was a draw. The other player, I managed to TOO him. He was just playing regular apes, regular Ginyu apes, and that's kind of an easier matchup because you can just stall them out and kill their stuff. And that was all I saw for apes mainly.
That's awesome, man. Well, again, I wanna congratulate you and your success. You guys as a team, CGU did very well in the event. Being the first event that we've gone to together as a team. There's only one way to go, and that's up. So you guys are definitely going to see Arturo in AC. My scrub ass will definitely be there as well. So CGU is going to make some moves, guys. Do not sleep on us. Very talented players. And we don't like to talk a lot of trash, but if we decide to, we can definitely back it up. So
just expect more spice. We have a lot of that here.
All right, man. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Arturo, congratulations, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Be there or be squared.